The Create DD from Anno or Create DD Anno from Labels tool automatically will annotate selected lines with their COGO features. The first thing I'm going to do is open up the tool, and I'm going to look at its properties. And I just want to make sure that my path is correct. If you get an error that you can't find it, you'll go to this place under Execution and make sure the path is correct. Occasionally when you're copying projects around, this connection doesn't work quite right. And you open this and you browse it, and where you want to be is in that project file in ORMAP Tools. Now that I've got that straight, what I want to do is, again, this is not a task, so I have to preset everything. I'm going to set my Anno scale 400. I'm going to want to see my tax lot lines. I don't care about points and connection and tax lot. I'm going to want to make sure that tax lot lines can be selected. Anno 400 is selected. I'm going to want to make sure Anno 400 is edited and everything else is off. And now I am going to select my tax lot lines that I want to annotate, and I'm going to open up the tool. The tool only really has two options that you need to be concerned about: the label Anno style and the map number selected. The other features like number of tax lots selected, map index count, all are information that it's providing you to help you know if you're running it correctly. So my various annotation styles that I've got, draw both above single, distance above, bearing below, are all tied to the labels associated with the tax lot lines. And I've created a whole bunch of different label styles to do that. So in this particular case, if I wanted to draw my distance below, after I've selected my map number, so it shows me the map number at the correct scale, it is now drawing those distances with that particular label style. I want to run this with distance above and below split. It's now going to change the annotation style to those, and now I'm ready to run. So I'm going to press run. Now, before you run, make sure that you have nothing currently in edit mode. Otherwise, you're going to get an error. So save or discard your errors, edits before you do that. And now I'm going to wait for it to run. And this takes a couple minutes. It's doing a lot of stuff. Now, when it's finished, I'm going to have to turn my labeling off and go turn my annotation on so that I can see it. And remember, we've turned annotation off because the label tool is going to look at the other features that are on the map and try to detect errors and place correctly. So again, remember, make sure your annotation is turned off before you start the tool. And now it's copying that information and loading it into the Anno 400 feature class. And it's done. I'm going to turn my labels off so they're no longer visible. I'm going to go back and turn on my annotation layer. And what you can see, these are all selected. If I clear it, they're now the annotation, and it's not too bad, and I can edit those and move them out of the way. And at this point, you're finished.